Your heart is more than just a muscle pumping blood. It's a reflection of your entire state of being. When you're stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed, your heart responds immediately. It races, pounds, and sometimes feels like it's trying to jump out of your chest. We often think of heart health in terms of diet, exercise, or medication, but one of the most powerful tools for calming and protecting your heart is something you carry with you everywhere: your breath. Breathing is unique, it's automatic, keeping you alive without conscious effort, but it's also under your control. You can slow it down, deepen it, and direct it. That means it's one of the fastest ways to shift your body out of stress mode and into calm. In just 5 minutes of focused breathing, you can lower your heart rate, reduce blood pressure, and signal to your body that you are safe. Think about the last time you were nervous, maybe before speaking in front of others, or when waiting for test results. Your breathing probably became shallow and fast. That rapid breathing tells your body to prepare for danger, even if there's no real threat. Now imagine reversing that process, slowing your breathing, expanding your lungs, and sending a wave of calm through your nervous system. In just minutes, your heart follows your breath, slowing down and regaining its rhythm. Science backs this up. When you breathe slowly and deeply, you activate the vagus nerve, a major communication line between your brain and heart. Stimulating this nerve triggers the rest and digest response of the parasympathetic nervous system. Instead of pumping stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, your body begins producing chemicals that lower blood pressure, relax blood vessels, and stabilize your heart rhythm. This is why doctors, therapists, and even elite athletes use breathing routines as a secret weapon to calm both mind and body. Let's make this more relatable. Imagine you're having a stressful day. You've just finished a tense phone call, your chest feels tight, and your thoughts are racing. You sit down, close your eyes, and start a simple 5-minute breathing exercise. Inhale slowly for 4 counts, hold for 1, then exhale gently for 6. Within the first minute, you feel your shoulders drop. By the 3rd minute, your heartbeat begins to steady. And by the 5th minute, you're calmer, clearer, and more in control. Nothing else has changed in your life, yet your body feels transformed, simply because of how you breathed. What makes this so powerful is its accessibility. You don't need equipment, medication, or even a quiet room. You can do it sitting at your desk, lying in bed, or waiting in line at the store. It works anywhere, anytime, because your breath is always with you. And here's another important point. Breathing routines aren't just for moments of crisis. Practiced regularly, they train your body to be more resilient. Over time, your resting heart rate lowers, your blood pressure stabilizes, and your stress response becomes less reactive. It's like exercise for your nervous system, but instead of lifting weights or running, you're strengthening your ability to stay calm under pressure. This is why so many traditions, yoga, meditation, martial arts, place such emphasis on the breath. For centuries, cultures around the world have understood that breathing is the bridge between body and mind, stress and calm, health and illness. Modern science is now catching up, confirming what ancient wisdom has taught for generations. So why 5 minutes? Because it's long enough to shift your body into a new state, but short enough to fit into even the busiest day. In just 5 minutes, you can go from stressed to centered, from panicked to peaceful, from scattered to focused. Your heart responds almost instantly, slowing down and regaining balance as your nervous system recalibrates. As we move into the next section, we'll explore exactly how to do this 5-minute breathing routine, step by step. You'll see how simple patterns, like counting your inhales and exhales, can transform not just your heart, but your entire sense of well-being. And the best part? Once you learn it, you'll carry this skill for life, a tool you can rely on whenever your heart needs calm. Now that we've talked about why breathing can instantly calm your heart, let's actually walk through the routine together. Think of this as your 5-minute reset button, A way to tell your body, hey, it's okay, you can relax now. You don't need any equipment, you don't need a special room, and you don't even need total silence. All you need is yourself, a little space, and 5 minutes of your time. Start by getting comfortable. You can sit in a chair with your feet flat on the ground, or if you prefer, you can lie down. Place one hand on your chest and the other on your stomach. This might feel a little funny at first, but it helps you really notice where your breath is going. If your chest hand is rising more than your stomach hand, your breathing is probably shallow. The goal here is to shift the breath deeper, so your belly expands as you inhale and relaxes as you exhale. That's the kind of breathing that soothes the heart. Now, let's set the mood. Close your eyes if you'd like, or keep them soft and unfocused. Take a moment to say to yourself, these next 5 minutes are for me. I'm letting go of stress and giving my heart a chance to calm. You'd be amazed how much power a little intention adds to the exercise. Here's the simple rhythm you'll follow. Breathe in through your nose for a slow count of 4. Don't rush it. Let the air fill you up gently. Then, pause for just 1 count. Not a big hold, just a small pause. Finally, exhale through your mouth for a count of 6. Imagine blowing out through a straw, steady, smooth, and controlled. Then you start again. 4 in, 1 pause, 6 out. That's the cycle. The reason the exhale is longer than the inhale is because long, gentle exhales signal your body to relax. They tell your nervous system, we're safe, everything's okay. And when your nervous system gets that message, it tells your heart to slow down. Your blood pressure begins to ease, and you start to feel more centered. At first, it might feel a little mechanical. You might catch yourself counting too fast or wondering if you're doing it right. That's completely normal. By the 2nd or 3rd minute, though, you'll start to notice small changes. Maybe your shoulders drop without you even trying. Maybe your chest feels lighter. Maybe your thoughts stop racing quite so much. That's your body responding to the breath. Let's walk through an everyday example. Imagine you've just had a stressful phone call. Your heart is pounding, your face feels warm, and your mind is racing with what you should have said. Instead of staying stuck in that stress, you sit back and try this breathing routine. First inhale, 4 counts. Hold, just a beat. Exhale, 6 counts. You do this again, and again. By the time you've repeated the cycle 6 or 7 times, something shifts. Your heart isn't pounding as hard. Your body feels softer. And the storm in your mind doesn't feel quite as loud anymore. All in just 5 minutes. The best part? This routine doesn't just work in emergencies. It works as prevention, too. The more often you practice it, the more resilient your body becomes. It's like teaching your heart and nervous system a new habit. Over time, your resting heart rate lowers, your blood pressure steadies, and your stress response becomes less reactive. So instead of spiraling into stress every time something goes wrong, your body remembers, I know how to calm down. I've practiced this. And it doesn't have to be formal. You can do it in the car before going into work, at your desk between tasks, or even in bed at night when your mind won't turn off. No one has to know you're doing it. To the outside world, it just looks like you're sitting quietly. But inside, you're rewiring your body to stay calm, steady, and strong. This is why so many traditions around the world, yoga, meditation, Tai Chi, focus so much on the breath. For centuries, people have understood that the breath is the bridge between body and mind. Modern science now confirms it. What they taught through wisdom and experience, we can now measure with heart monitors and blood pressure cuffs. And the result is the same. Breathing works. So the next time you feel stress rising, remember this rhythm. In for 4, hold for 1, out for 6. Give yourself those 5 minutes. You'll be amazed at how much calmer, clearer, and lighter you feel. Like your heart has been given a chance to rest and reset. By now, you've experienced how simple this 5-minute breathing routine can feel. But maybe you're wondering, why does it work so quickly? How can something as ordinary as breathing make such a powerful difference in calming the heart? The answer lies in the incredible communication system between your lungs, your brain, and your heart. Every time you breathe, you're doing more than pulling in oxygen and releasing carbon dioxide. You're also sending messages through your nervous system. Fast, shallow breathing tells your body to prepare for danger. Slow, deep breathing tells your body it's safe. The star of this show is the vagus nerve, a long nerve that runs from your brainstem down through your chest and into your abdomen. It acts like a two-way street between your mind and your heart. When you breathe slowly and deeply, you stimulate this nerve, and it immediately activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode. Once that switch is flipped, your body chemistry changes. Stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline stop flooding your system, your blood vessels relax, and your heartbeat slows into a steadier rhythm. That's why you can feel calmer after just a few minutes. You haven't solved every stress in your life, but you've changed the way your body is reacting to it. Think of your body like a car. Under stress, your foot slams the gas pedal, heart rate races, blood pressure climbs, muscles tense. Breathing deeply is like tapping the brakes. It doesn't shut off the engine, but it slows everything down to a safer, calmer speed. Let's make this more relatable with a story. Imagine James, a 45-year-old teacher who often feels overwhelmed by noisy classrooms. By the time lunch rolls around, his chest is tight and his heart is racing. One day, instead of pushing through, he steps outside for 5 minutes. He starts the 4-1-6 breathing rhythm. Inhale through the nose for 4, pause for 1, exhale for 6. At first, he still feels jittery, but halfway through, his shoulders loosen. By the 5th minute, his heart rate has dropped, and he feels clear enough to go back inside. Nothing about his job changed, but his body changed the way it was handling the pressure. This isn't just anecdotal. Medical studies confirm the effect. Patients who practiced slow, deep breathing for even a few minutes each day saw reductions in blood pressure, lower heart rates, and better heart rate variability, a measure of how well the heart adapts to stress. In fact, some cardiologists recommend breathing routines alongside medication because the results can be so immediate and long-lasting. There's also a fascinating role of carbon dioxide balance. When you breathe too quickly, you blow off too much carbon dioxide, which actually causes your blood vessels to constrict. That constriction raises blood pressure and makes your heart work harder. Slow breathing restores the balance, allowing blood vessels to widen again. This is why that longer exhale matters so much. It gives your body time to keep everything in equilibrium. Now picture someone older, let's say Margaret, age 70, who has occasional spikes in blood pressure. She sometimes feels a flutter in her chest that scares her. Instead of panicking, she's learned to use the 5-minute breathing routine. She sits in her chair, places one hand on her stomach, and follows the rhythm. Slowly, the flutter eases. Her numbers dip when she checks her monitor later. For her, it isn't just about calming her heart in the moment. It's about the comfort of knowing she has a tool she can use anytime. This sense of control is part of why breathing routines are so effective. High stress often comes with a feeling of helplessness, like you're trapped in your own racing body. But when you practice this exercise, you prove to yourself that you can shift gears. That empowerment itself lowers anxiety, which in turn lowers the strain on your heart. It's a positive cycle. The calmer you feel, the calmer your heart becomes. And the best part? The effect isn't limited to the 5 minutes you practice. With regular use, your nervous system learns to stay calmer overall. It's like training a muscle. The more often you practice, the more automatic the calm response becomes. Over time, your baseline heart rate lowers, your stress reactions soften, and your heart becomes more resilient. So the science is clear. Breathing routines aren't just nice relaxation tricks. They are physiological resets that directly influence your heart and blood vessels. They work quickly, they work naturally, and they build long-term strength when practiced consistently. In the final section, we'll wrap everything together. We'll look at how this 5-minute breathing routine isn't just a stress relief tool, but a lifestyle habit that can give you daily calm, protect your independence, and help you carry hope and confidence wherever you go. We've now walked through the 5-minute breathing routine step by step, and we've uncovered the science behind why it works. But here's the real takeaway. This practice is more than just a quick stress hack. It's a lifelong tool, a way to protect your heart, calm your mind, and regain a sense of control over your health anytime, anywhere. Think about how much time we spend reacting to stress. A rude driver on the road, an unexpected bill, a difficult conversation. Our bodies often respond the same way to all of it. Racing pulse, shallow breaths, tight muscles. Over time, this constant stress response wears down the heart. But when you insert this simple breathing routine into your day, you interrupt that cycle. Instead of letting stress run wild, you step in and say, "Not today. I choose calm." And it only takes 5 minutes. That's shorter than the time you spend scrolling your phone, waiting in line, or brewing coffee. 5 minutes to reset your nervous system and give your heart a chance to slow down. It's one of the best returns on investment you'll ever find for your health. Let's bring this down to a personal example. Imagine Anna, a grandmother in her late 60s who often feels anxious before doctor appointments. In the waiting room, she can feel her heart racing and her blood pressure rising. Instead of letting fear take over, she starts her breathing routine. Inhale for 4, hold for 1, exhale for 6. Within a few minutes, she feels her chest loosen and her pulse steady. By the time the nurse calls her in, she's calmer and more confident. That small act of control not only eases her body, it strengthens her spirit. And that's the heart of this practice: empowerment. For many people, especially seniors, health can feel like something slipping away, out of their control. But the breath is always yours. No one can take it from you. And each time you use it intentionally, you remind yourself that your body still responds, still listens, still has the ability to calm and heal. It's not just about emergencies either. Practiced regularly, this 5-minute routine becomes part of your lifestyle. Start your morning with it, and you'll carry calm into the day. Do it before bed, and you'll sleep more peacefully. Use it during breaks at work, and you'll return with sharper focus. The more often you practice, the more natural it becomes, until calm breathing is simply part of who you are. And here's something powerful to remember. Your heart learns from repetition. The more often you guide it into calm, the more resilient it becomes when life throws challenges your way. Over time, your baseline stress levels drop, your blood pressure steadies, and your body begins to default to calm rather than panic. That means fewer spikes, less wear and tear on your heart, and a healthier, steadier rhythm in everyday life. But beyond the science and the health benefits, there's also something deeply human about this practice. Breathing has always connected us, not just to our bodies, but to life itself. Every breath is a reminder that we are here, that we are alive, that we can choose how we move through the world. To breathe with awareness is to say yes to calm, yes to strength, yes to hope. So here's the invitation. Try it. The next time you feel your heart racing, don't panic. Don't reach straight for worry. Instead, pause. Place a hand on your chest, another on your stomach. Inhale for 4, hold for 1, exhale for 6. Repeat. Give yourself those 5 minutes. Watch how your body responds. Watch how your heart softens and steadies. It may seem small, but that's the beauty of it. A simple 5-minute routine can change the course of your day, and when practiced daily, it can change the course of your life. Because every time you calm your heart, you're not just reducing stress in the moment, you're protecting your future, preserving your independence, and proving to yourself that you are stronger than the challenges you face. So breathe. Slow down. Take that 5 minutes. Your heart will thank you, not just today, but for years to come.